What's up, everyone? It's Joe coming at you with another video in my VSG journey here. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the preoperative or pre-op liquid diet. So as most of you know, if you've been doing your research on vertical sleeve gastrectomy, you have a liquid diet. I've seen a lot of surgeons have a lot of different demands or requirements for it. Mine is going to be for 14 days. I've seen some as long as 21 days, up to 6 weeks if you're, really obese, like a BMI over 60 or so. And I've seen some that are 3 days. I've had some that are just liquids the night before. It kind of runs the gamut. So I'm going to tell you what mine is. Please don't substitute this guy talking on YouTube for what you should actually be doing. Follow your surgeon's plan. If he says, he only wants you to have this or she only wants you to have this, only have that. Don't, like I said, don't substitute what I'm doing for, your surgeon's medical career. So, but I'm on a pre-op liquid diet. It is for 14 days. Things I get to have are high protein meal replacements. I actually picked up the Bariatric Advantage high protein meal replacement. Basically added to 8 ounces of water. It's 150 calories, 27 grams of protein, which is very important, and not a lot of carbs. There's only 5 net carbs in that entire thing. So having that. Also allowed are the protein supplements. So if you're doing a protein shake, for instance, just a straight protein shake, not a meal replacement, you can have that. Clear glass bottles of Isopure. So Isopure, for those who don't know, I don't have any of the bottles with me right now, but it's basically a Gatorade protein drink is about the best way to put it, only it doesn't taste anything like Gatorade. So hold your nose and chug if you have to. So the other things we have on this diet are decaffeinated coffee, decaffeinated unsweet tea, sugar-free gelatin, and sugar-free popsicles. Broth. So I actually use these. This is something our clinic had, but it's just a chicken broth with protein in it. You could actually just make your own broth and put unflavored protein powder in it if you want to. Either way. You can have Crystal Light water, obviously you can have, and they have some products called New Direction. There's a pudding that they have available. I didn't get any of those. Not a big pudding fan, but now I'm kind of wishing I might have. I don't know if they taste any good, but probably just something with a different texture, but we'll get into that in a minute. And then no sugar added fudge sickles. So I had all those things ready. When I first started, I'm actually on day 3 right now of my liquid diet. When I first started, I thought, well, I'll just chug down 4 or 5 shakes a day and just be done with it. Let's just get through it. Quickly realized, no, don't do that. You will drive yourself mad. So what I have been doing lately is protein shakes, obviously, or the high protein meal replacement is actually what I've been doing. So it's kind of a meal replacement shake, not just a protein shake. So I've been doing that probably 4 a day, sometimes 5, just kind of depending on how I feel. I have been doing a lot, or doing the broth as well. I do enjoy the broth. Is actually, it breaks up the sweetness of the shake and just kind of gives me something else, a different texture. And recently, sugar-free popsicles, those have been awesome. So it's not really the treat of it. It's something cold. It's something that you can actually crunch. Because the one thing I'm finding so far that I miss is actually chewing stuff. It's getting to the point now where it's just, oh my God, if I have to drink one more meal, I don't know what I'm doing with myself. But still mostly drinking my meals. The other thing that's come in handy as well is sugar-free Jello. It's just been, like I said, it's one of those things to where you get a different texture, you get a different, mouthfeel and stuff like that. And it's one of the things that you'll really struggle with, I think, or at least I did, that I struggled with during the liquid diet so far. So, like I said, I'm on day 3. Day 1 went pretty well. I got some notes over here, so sorry for not making eye contact. My bad. But on day one, basically I had 4 protein shakes. I had one of my protein broths and, pardon me, and a sugar-free Jello. Um, that got me through the day. I didn't really feel too hungry that day. Didn't really feel that bad until about 3 o'clock. So I was at work that day, doing shakes and everything. I'm sure everyone loved that in the break room, just hearing clack, clack, clack from my shaker cup. But about 3 o'clock, I hit a wall and just all my energy gone. It was pretty sudden and pretty severe. So I immediately started drinking more water. I did myself another shake, try to get woken up. Made it through the day. On the way home, I have a pretty long commute. It's over an hour from my job back home. And I had to stop and pull over because I was just so tired. Pulled over for a minute, got out, walked around the car, stretched, got back in, and then made it the rest of the way home. After that, I didn't feel like doing anything. I forced myself to go cut my front yard because it was looking pretty bad, but it was just one of those things I really didn't want to do. But I got through it. It's just pushing yourself and just knowing. I knew I wasn't going to go out there and pull a bunch of weeds or do anything like that, but I could sit on the mower and drive around for 10 minutes to get the yard cut. So I did that, and then just get the blower going, blow everything off, and kind of clean up a little bit and call it a day. Day two was pretty rough. Day two, what I ate was about the same. I had one more shake than what I had on the first day, but I woke up with a massive headache. I don't really know what it is. The only thing I could really say is if you've ever done the keto diet and you've gone through, or any kind of low carb diet, if you go through that, you know that when you lose all the carbs that next day, or when you start going into ketosis, you have a headache. They call it the keto flu. You just don't feel good. You kind of ache, stuff like that. It almost felt like that. I didn't have the body aches, so that was good. But it was just something that was, that headache was really bad. So took some Tylenol that morning, started drinking, got, my protein shake in, all that good stuff, and just kept kind of going through the day. As I went through the day on day two, I could definitely tell I was tired. We ended up going to see a movie. Guys, if you're on the liquid diet, do not go to the movie theater. I messed up and said, sure, we'll go see a movie. Went to the movie theater, smelled the popcorn. Can you smell it? Yeah, you know it. So I smelled that and just instantly was like, oh, this was a bad idea. We finally got out of the lobby and into the movie, and that was fine. And then just, hold my breath walking back out to the car, so I didn't have to smell it again. But that was pretty rough. Because you start, and the weird thing about it, I don't really eat popcorn at the movies. I don't eat popcorn at home. I'm not a big popcorn guy. But just knowing you can't have it and then walking into the theater, oh gosh, it was something that you just didn't want to have to sit through. But yeah, so anything that's like that. I think we have a little family gathering tomorrow. I may not go because I know they're going to have tamales, and I love tamales. Tamales and me go way back, and I just don't know yet that I want to sit through it. I do want to still see my family, so I'm kind of on the fence, but I'll let you guys know if I end up going. But yeah, day two, had the headache. By the end of the night, the headache was pretty much gone. I'd only taken the Tylenol that morning. Day three, woke up. Headache wasn't really there. It's just kind of a dull headache. That's today, by the way. I'm on day three. So had a little bit of a dull headache when I woke up. I'm feeling fine today. It's kind of, back and forth on energy. Like I feel like I want to do something, and then all of a sudden I get into it and I'm like, I'm done. I can't take any more of this. So just, be aware if you're on your liquid diet. You may feel like that. You may be like, oh no, I'm great. I'm ready to go. And then as soon as you start doing something, you're like, I'm done. So don't get too much stuff out that you're going to have to put back away. But that's day three. That's the liquid diet so far. Like I said, that is my liquid diet. Please don't follow my advice. Follow your surgeon's advice if he has a different plan. I will tell you, no, I have not cheated. No, I'm not going to cheat. I don't want to get to the end and then, something happened and I can't have my surgery. That kind of pointless. I went through, 13 days of pain, and then, for one day I cheated and had a bite of something, and now I can't have surgery. Now I have to do it all again. So I won't be cheating, won't be doing any of that. Other than that, hopefully the next few days start getting better. Obviously, there's still going to be a lot of shakes, a lot of broth, stuff like that. But we gotta do what we gotta do. A little bit of pain before the surgery, it just helps prepare you, I think, for after the surgery. As far as weight loss and stuff, like I said, I've been on for 3 days. As of this morning, I was down 5 pounds already, which puts me at 279.4. I'm 5'9" for anyone who didn't bother reading the description or seeing my other videos. So that's where I am right now. Maybe in the 260s by the time surgery rolls around. I still got, day 3, so quick math says 11 days, give or take. So we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll just, if I'm skinny going into it, I'm not going to be mad. But that's it. So if you got any questions, leave a comment below. I'll try to answer, let you know. You can check out my Instagram page if you want to see any of the stuff that I've been talking about as far as current weight loss, all that good stuff. But other than that, you guys have a fantastic night or fantastic day wherever you are, whatever time you're reading this or watching this, I should say. And we'll catch you later.